Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurani Prachari Kirishesha Sutavadi Ashtakadi Chutari Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurani Prachari Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashtakadeshatari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Radha Kunja Bihari, Radha Kunja Bihari, Radhe. Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari, Radha Kunja Bihari, Radhe. Gaur Nitai, Gaur Nitai, Gaur Nitai, Jai Gaur Nitai. Jaya Gaur Nitai, Gaur Nitai, Jaya Gaur Nitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Harinam Sankirtan Yajna ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Bol. Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Pad Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamritascha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa भावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, contents of the Gita summarized, text number 2. श्री भगवान उवाच कुतस्त्वा कश्मलनिदं विषमे समुपस्थितम् अनार्यं जुष्टम् अस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिं कर्मर्जुना। So we have read the purport partially in the last class. Do you remember till where we read it?
Aryans are civilized.
Huh?
Civilized people follow spiritual principles.
Aryan, okay. The word Aryan is applicable to persons who know the value of life and have a civilization based on spiritual realization. Okay. Read after that. Yeah, read purport after that.
Persons who are led by the material conception of life do not know that the aim of life is realization of the absolute truth.
Good. Okay, read the complete sentence.
Vishnu or Bhagwan, and they are captivated by the external features of the material world, and therefore they do not know what liberation is.
Hmm.
Persons
Wait. Whatever is the understanding of your life, whatever understanding you have about life, based on that you set the goal. For example, if someone thinks that life is meant to advance in spirituality, then they will have spiritual goal. If people have the conception that life is meant for material enjoyment, then they have material goal. And even in that, life is meant for material enjoyment, someone may think enjoyment means drink and eat, isn't it? Drink liquor and eat flesh. If that is their conception of enjoyment, so they will set the goal accordingly. They will make their lifestyle accordingly. Someone has an understanding that enjoyment means achieving more and more fame, then they will set the goal accordingly. So, like that. So, based on what kind of conception you are carrying, according to that, you set your lifestyle, you set your goal. So, Sri Prabhupada is saying that those who are material conception of life, they set the material goal, and thus in their life there is no spiritual goal. So, in their life, there is no spiritual goal in terms of Supreme Lord, Vishnu, or Bhagavan. And they set only material goal and they are attracted by the material features of this world. Okay? Read further.
Persons who have knowledge, persons who have no knowledge of depression from material bondage are called non-Aryans.
Wait. So, in the last class, I described what is Aryan and what is non Aryan. Basically, I was saying that Aryans are those who follow the spiritual principles. And those who follow the scriptural principles, they understand the liberation. Otherwise, why they are following the scriptural principles? They are following scriptural principles so that ultimately they will be liberated. Dharma, artha, kam, moksha is common. So Aryans are those who follow the scriptural principles. That means those who don't follow, they are non-Aryans. And such non-Aryan people will not know anything about liberation. Read further.
Although Arjun was a Kshatriya, he was deviating from his prescribed duties by declining to fight. This act of cowardice is described as befitting the non-Aryans.
Yes, if you are not following the scriptural principle, then you are non-Aryan. So for a Kshatriya, it is scripturally prescribed that he should fight for religion. Arjuna is declining to fight, so he is non-Aryan. Read.
Such deviation from duty does not help one in the progress of spiritual life, nor does it even give one the opportunity to become famous in this world.
Wait,
The
wait. Famous in this world. In this world, in the modern times, if someone is following the scriptural principles, he will not become famous. In the modern times, you have to do
next,
all kinds of different activities to become famous. If people like some sinful activity, then you have to perform that sinful activity to become famous. Like that. Basically, who becomes famous? Those who offer more and more sense gratification to the people. They become famous. And just like, mm, see, like anyone who has high post, he becomes famous. Anyone who has lot of wealth, he becomes famous. Anyone who offers lot of sense gratification to the people, he becomes famous. So these people become famous, not the one who follow the scriptural principle. But here, 5,000 years back, that was not the case. 5,000 years back, culture was much better. So those who don't follow the scriptural principle, they will not be famous. Those who follow scriptural principle, they will be recognized. So Krishna is saying, Ashil Prabhupada is saying, that if you are not following the scriptural principles, then you will not progress in spiritual life, nor you will become famous. Following the scriptural duty is the lowest stage to progress in spiritual life. You are not practicing the spiritual principles, basic spiritual principles. It is the question of progressing in Krishna consciousness. First, follow the basic principles. For example, first come to school in time, follow the dress code of the school properly, follow the manners of the school properly. Then there is a question of absorbing the teachings which are taught by the teacher. So similarly, follow the basic scriptural principles. Then there is question of growing in Krishna consciousness. So if you are not following this basic spiritual principle, there is no progress in spiritual life, nor you will become famous. Read further.
Lord Krishna did not approve of so-called compassion of Arjun for his kinsman.
Yes. So Arjuna, he was saying not to fight out of compassion for his relatives. This is not approved because it is selfish on Arjuna's point of view. Neglecting the whole, all the citizens of the kingdom, just concerned about one's own family. That is why it is not approved. Next verse. क्लैब्यङ्मास्मं गमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वयि उपपद्यते शूद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. Read.
O son of Prutu, do not yield to this degrading impotence. It does not become you. Give up such petty weakness of heart and arise, O chastiser of the enemy.
Yes. So Krishna is saying, don't become so weak because of material attachment. It is degrading. Okay. You are not able to exercise your potential because of material attachment. This is degrading. For example, judge may not be able to give right judgment because his own son may be for the trial. Okay. So judge may be qualified, potential, but he is not able to give the judgment properly. He is becoming impotent in this condition. So similarly, Arjuna is not able to fight. So Krishna is saying, don't degrade yourself to such impotency. It is not your identity. You are a very powerful person. That is your identity. So show your potential and fight. Don't allow such weakness, the weakness of heart because of material attachment. And you should rise to chastise the enemies. Like this Krishna is encouraging Arjuna. Read the purport.
Arjuna was addressed as the son of Prutha, who happened to be the sister of Krishna's father Vasudeva.
Wait. So by saying Arjuna is Pratha, Krishna is reminding Arjuna that you are son of Kunti who is in relation with me. Another name of Kunti is Pratha. Later she was known as Kunti. And Kunti is sister of Vasudeva. So by saying Pratha, Krishna is reminding Arjuna that you are in relation with me also. So you are in relation with me, and how can you behave in such weak manner? You cannot behave in such a weak manner like that. Just like someone is very smart businessman and his son is his son is very foolish in terms of business. So father may say, you are my son, how are you behaving like this? You cannot take such foolish decisions in regards to business. You have so much experience, so much training. How can you take such decisions? So like that Krishna is saying, you are Pratha. You are related to me. How can you show such degrading importance? It is not right. You have to behave properly. Like that, Krishna is addressing Arjuna. Read further.
Therefore, Arjuna had a blood relationship with Krishna. If the son of a Kshatriya declines to fight, he is a Kshatriya in name only. And if son of a Brahmin acts impiously, he is a Brahmana in name only.
Wait. So everyone has to perform their duty. Brahmana should perform their duty, Kshatriya should perform their duty. So it is duty of Kshatriya to protect the citizens, both physically, spiritually, mentally. So here, and if required, they should fight. So here Arjuna is declining to fight. So he is Kshatriya in name only. He's not doing his duty. Similarly, Brahmana is supposed to act very piously. But if Brahmana is doing sinful activity, that means he is Brahmana in name only. Brahmana is supposed to act very piously. Read further.
Such Kshatriyas and Brahmanas are unworthy sons of their fathers. Therefore, Krishna did not want Arjuna to become an unworthy son of a Kshatriya. Arjuna was the most intimate friend of Krishna, and Krishna was directly guiding him on the chariot. But in spite of all these credits, if Arjuna abandoned the battle, he would be committing an infamous act. Therefore, Krishna said that such an attitude in Arjuna did not fit his personality. Arjuna might argue that he would give up the battle on the grounds of the magnanimous attitude for the most respectable Bhishma and his relatives, but Krishna considered that sort of magnanimity mere weakness of heart. Such false magnanimity was not approved by any authority. Therefore, such magnanimity or so-called non-violence should be given up by persons like Arjun under the direct guidance of Krishna.
Yeah. Compassion out of material attachment. That is not called as non-violence. Don't kill, don't punish this person. Why? Because he is my friend. Is this non-violence? No, this is not non-violence. This is material attachment. Okay. So Arjuna is saying we should not fight because my family members will be killed. This is not non-violence. This is material attachment. What is non-violence? Violence means harming others. In simple words, violence means harming others. Non-violence means not harming others. So when this principle is applied to everyone without any discrimination, then it will be considered as non-violence. But if you are applying this principle for a certain section of people, then it will not be called as non-violence, it will be called as material attachment. Because you are attached to this section of people, that's why you are saying don't kill them, don't punish them. So this is material attachment, not non-violence. Because you are concerned about only this section, not that section. Here Arjuna is concerned about his own family members and not concerned about all the citizens. That means he is agreeing for the harm of all others and not his family members. This is not non-violence. You are just concerned to protect this at the cost of violence of all the citizens. So we have to understand what is non-violence. So Arjuna's compassion for his own relatives not is not non-violence, it is material attachment. Next verse. Arjuna uvacha katham bhishma maham sankhe dronam cha madhusudana ईशुभिः प्रतियोत्स्यामि Puja Rahavari Sudana. Read translation.
Arjuna said,
Oh, you already read.
yes,
Read translation.
Arjuna said, O killer of enemies, O killer of Madhu, how can I counteract with arrows in battlemen like Bhishma and Drona, who are worthy of my worship?
Hmm. So Arjuna is saying that you are killer of Madhu. That means you are killer of demons. You are not killer of relatives. You are killer of demon. You are killer of Madhu. So you are killer of demon and you are asking me to kill the relatives? How can I do it? How can I counterattack with arrows in battle men like Bhishma and Drona who are worthy of worship? Like this Arjuna is asking. You are killer of demon and you are asking me to kill relatives, friends, worshippers. This is not good. Another way Arjuna is asking is you are killer of demon, Madhu. Madhu was a demon who has stolen the Vedic knowledge. And you have killed that Madhu demon and brought that knowledge back and offered to Brahma. So by killing the demon, you revived Brahma with Vedic wisdom. So similarly, please kill the demon in my heart and give me the wisdom that how can I attack such worshipable people? Understood? Like this. Two perspectives are there. Repurpose.
Purport. Respectable superiors like Bhishma, the grandfather, and Dronacharya, the teacher, are always worshipable. Even if they attack, they should not be counter-attacked.
Wait. So yes, those who are superiors, they should be respected. Someone may be superior by age, someone may be superior by post, someone may be superior by ashram, someone may be superior by experience, someone may be superior by some skill. So, like that. So, the judgment of superiority is not just one perspective, it could be from many perspectives. We should respect all the superiors. Does that mean that we should disrespect juniors, those who are not superior? No. You have to respect all the superiors and those who are not superior to you. We are supposed to have concern and care for them. So, in this way, we should be valuing everyone. The, the behavior with respect to valuing that person would be changing depending upon the person. But we are supposed to value everyone, even those who are junior to us. You have to value them, and accordingly, you have to behave properly. So, everyone should be respected, everyone should be valued. So, Even if they attack, they should not be counterattacked. Means sometimes respect our superiors may behave very harshly with us, may behave very strongly with us. Me being the junior, me being their subject, I should not be speaking harshly or strongly towards them. I should accept whatever they have said in a humble manner without counteracting. That is the Vedic etiquette, Vedic culture. So, because if we start counter-attacking like this, then it's like we are valuing our conditioned mind more than them. They spoke something to me. I did not like, so I speak strongly. What is this? Even if they are wrong and they have spoken to me something wrong, even if they are wrong, but how to ensure that they are wrong? Maybe they are right, isn't it? Even if it is clear that they are wrong, why you are behaving in a wrong manner by speaking harshly towards them? You be right in your behavior and gradually later clarify. You be right in your behavior. So we should not be counter-attacking or speaking harshly. We should be always very polite and gentlemanly towards others. It's very important how you behave with others, how you speak with others. You cannot. We have to understand what is the proper etiquette, and accordingly we should behave. So Arjuna is saying, how can I attack Dronacharya and Bhishma? They are worshipable to me. So Arjuna is right from this perspective. But because these respectable people they are on the side of their religion, and religion should be given the topmost priority. So from that perspective, to protect the religion, it is needed to attack them. So I will attack. Just like we will not poke injection, we will not poke needle in. But if he is sick, to protect his body or to protect his good health, I need to insert injection in his body, though it is painful. Like that. So because Bhishma and Drona are on the side of a religion, to protect the religion, it is required that I should attack them with arrows. So I will do that with all respects towards them. So, so we should not counter-attack the superiors. Not with words. There is no question of physical attack. Not even with words. Many people in the modern times don't have any idea how they are speaking with their superiors. They are just very blunt in their speech, very blunt, and whatever whatever respectfulness or polite behavior they show, that is also very superficial. It's just only a situation when comes when they are hurt mentally or some difficulty they face, immediately their bitter heart comes out. This is not good. Even if they attack, I should not counter attack. That much, that much self control should be there within everyone. So this should be learned. People are so blunt that they say, I don't know how to speak. If you feel hurt, that is a problem. This is not the way. You cannot say I don't know. You have to learn. They say I no one taught me. You cannot even say like that. No one taught me. You have to learn. It's your responsibility. You want what? It's your responsibility to learn. Like that. So one should behave very properly, very politely, in a very professional manner. Read further.
It is general etiquette that superiors are not to be offered even a verbal fight.
See, even verbally, even with words, you cannot speak harshly with them. But to speak of physically behaving bitterly with them. Okay, even with words, we cannot speak like this. Read further.
Even if they are sometimes harsh in behavior, they should not be harshly treated. Then how it is possible for Arjuna to counter-attack them? Would Krishna ever attack his own grandfather, Ugrasena, or his teacher, Sandipani Muni?
Yes, wait. So will Krishna attack his father, Ugrasen, grandfather Ugrasen, or Sandipani Muni, his teacher? He will not attack them. They are not irreligious people. They are religious people. But he attacked his uncle, Mama, Kansa, though he was superior in age, in relation also. He attacked. Why? Because he was a religious person. Right. So, like, so Arjuna will not attack Mother Kunti. She is religious personality. But Arjuna should attack Drona and Bhishma because they are on the side of a religion. Read.
These were some of the arguments offered by Arjuna to Krishna.
Yes. Next verse. गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्षमपीह लोके हत्वार्थकामांस्तु गुरोनिहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिराप्रदिग्धान्. Read translation.
It would be better to live in this world.
Why are you reading?
That is why.
It would be better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of the lives of great souls who are my teachers. Even though desiring worldly gain, they are superiors. If they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with blood.
Yes. So Arjuna is saying it is better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of killing. See, to live by begging is not good. It's not good to live by begging. Because if you are begging with that mentality that they will give me something and then I will enjoy my life, that means you are simply doing the activity for your own survival. That means all their karma you are going to receive. So it is not good. You beg the food from them. What did you do for them? Nothing. You beg the food from them. You beg money from them. What you have done towards them? Nothing. So all the karmas you are going to receive. You understand? It is not good. Begging is not good. Let's say you are doing business. You have some product, you sell it, and they give you money. So here, transaction is not one-sided. Transaction is both-sided. They gave you money, you gave them the product. So karma is there, but lesser. Karma is there, but lesser, because you already gave him something like that. So, for example, I sold one product to two people. One person was very sinful, another person was pious person. I sold the product to these two people. Both of them gave money to me. Both of them gave money to me. So because I took the money from sinful person, I will get more bad karma compared to this pious person. Understood? Right. So in this karma we will definitely receive. But if you are simply begging, then you will get more karma. Another point. You are there's some product and you sell at a very high unreasonable price. Okay, you are selling at a very high unreasonable price. So what are you doing? You are offering less, taking more. So from your perspective, what you see, oh, I am getting more money. But if you go deeper, you are getting more karma from them. Because you gave less, took more. You understood? Right. So we have to be very careful. So so karma we get in every transaction. Every transaction we get karma. And when you are no transaction from another one side, that means you are getting more karma. So first of all, begging is not at all good, and whatever transaction we are doing, it should be reasonable. Otherwise, unnecessarily we are getting karma. And third point, it would be said, as far as possible, try to keep this transaction with the people who are, if possible. It is difficult, but as far as possible, try to keep the transaction with the people who are pious in nature compared to the sinful people, if possible. It is difficult. And fourth point, yes, what is a product? What is a product? If your product is sinful, then yeah, definitely you are going to get more karma. So best is to have our product as spiritual. Then it nullifies all the karma. To the degree your product is pure, it frees you from karma. Otherwise, you are incubated with karma. So it is important that our product should be as pure as possible. Or ultimately, our product should be pure only spirituality. Otherwise, we are getting karma, very bad karma. It is said all these people who do karma kanda, pujas for different people who are in trouble, like in Trambakeshwar, so many brahmanas are there who are doing puja and all that. So who come to them for puja? Only those people who are trouble. What a trouble! So much trouble they are with their problems that they think that okay, let's go there and do some puja. Knowledge, trouble is lesser. No one goes, isn't it? Trouble has to be of such high degree. Then only they go. So imagine people of such high trouble, and these people, Brahmanas, they are doing puja almost every day for many, many people, for such high troubled people. That means they are receiving such so much bad karma. And it is said in all such families of Brahmana, they are having some trouble. Either their son is mad or someone has committed suicide in their family. And I don't have exact evidence, but it is an understood fact that all these brahmanas in like Trambakeshwar and all different places who are doing puja for the troubled people, doing some yajna, they are taking bad karma and they are suffering because of that in their family life. So like that. So bad karma comes. So better to not live by begging. So much bad karma. Offer something. But why Arjuna is saying it is better to live by begging than killing? Arjuna doesn't understand this principle. He understands it very much. But he's saying better compared to killing, it's better to beg. You know? Begging is also bad, but if you want to live by killing, better to live by begging. Like that. He's saying. It's like saying instead of stealing the bank, better steal at your home only. Isn't it? Stealing at home is also bad. Instead of stealing at bank, better steal at home. Stealing in bank means you will go to jail. Stealing at home is some home quarrel, that's all. Isn't it? So better to instead of stealing in bank, better steal at home. Like that Arjuna is saying. Then instead of killing others and living, better beg. But begging also not good. Okay? So begging is not good. Yeah. And next point Arjuna is saying, if they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with blood. Yes. If enjoying mentality is there, it will be tainted with blood. So enjoying mentality should not be there. Mentality should be to serve Krishna. And for the service of Krishna, if killing is required, it can be done. For example, there are some plants. I don't know which plant. Some plants, you you take those vegetables for cooking, and because you are taking those vegetables, that plant is killed. I think radish is something like that. I don't know. You take it, that means the life of the plant is finished. It is done. Not for my enjoyment. If it is done for my enjoyment, you will again get karma. So what Arjuna is saying is right. That if we are killing them and enjoying the kingdom, that means it's all tainted with blood. Correct. Who is asking you to enjoy? You should not enjoy. You should serve Krishna. For the service of Krishna, if the killing is needed, all right. What can be done? For the service of Lord Ram, Hanuman, and so many monkey soldiers, they killed so many demons in the Ravana side. That was needed. Earlier they tried to do everything politely. It did not work. So fine. Then the war has to be there. So they killed. So for the service of Ram, killing was needed. So they did. Similarly, for the service of Krishna here, killing is needed. So it has to be done. So yes, it will be tainted with blood, but if it is needed for the service of Krishna, it will be done. But for my enjoyment, no. For my enjoyment, what to speak of killing, I will not even cause verbal harm to others. No harm to others. Nothing. My enjoyment should not be there. Because if I enjoy like this at the cost of killing others, how much bad karma I will get? All these people who are eating flesh, how much bad karma they get? They will get killed. How many times? The number of hairs in that animal body. It's very much lot of bad karma. So we cannot enjoy our life at the cost of harming others. What to speak of killing? So we have to be very careful. So we should not live our life for material enjoyment. Our life is only for spiritual service. Our life should be only for spiritual service. If it is for material enjoyment, if anything is there in your life for material enjoyment, then please understand that you are going to suffer so much karma. Because at what cost you are receiving that material enjoyment? What did you do to receive that material enjoyment? Maybe you caused harm to so many people, isn't it? Or maybe you assisted so many sinful people, right? And so many things will be there. So if material enjoyment is there, means it may offer us so many sinful reaction of all the people to whom we are connected. Okay. For example, you are carrying some sinful person in your rickshaw. You got 100 rupees. What do you do with that 100 rupees? With that 100 rupees, you do some sinful activity. You will get lot of sinful reaction for that because you are committing sin and at the cost of money from sinful person. So much sinful reaction. With that 100 rupees, you do some pious activity. Okay, some pious activity, some helping others or something you do. Still, because that 100 rupees is coming from sinful person, you are going to get some sinful reaction. When you offer that 100 rupees only in devotion for Krishna, with that 100 rupees, you decide to purchase a tilak, for example. Or with that 100 rupees, you decide to purchase a kurta. And whenever you go to temple, let me be in devotional dress code. Then it is a devotional activity. Then you will not get any sin. You understand? Otherwise, lot of sin. So we should keep all our activities ultimately spiritual. No material enjoyment, only spiritual service. Not my enjoyment, Krishna's enjoyment, Krishna's pleasure. Nothing for my pleasure. My pleasure is in Krishna's service. My pleasure is in receiving Krishna's prasad. That's all. If you live your life in that degree, then you will be free from all karma. Otherwise, so much sinful reaction you will receive. So we have to understand how we are living our life. So no material enjoyment, only spiritual service, and thus we will happy. And it is possible. People think that if no material enjoyment, then what, how my life will be. It will be very frustrating. No material enjoyment. No, it's much better, much peaceful. Material enjoyment doesn't offer us joy actually. Material enjoyment offers us so much of anxiety and ultimately misery. For example, you go and watch a movie in theater. It appears good, some good entertainment. Yes, it appears good. So you saw in that movie nice car. So what kind of mentality you get in your life? I would like to have that nice car. You saw in that movie nice home. So what kind of mentality you get? I should have that nice home. So see the what is the consequence of watching the movie? During watching the movie, fine, it was a good entertainment. But what kind of mentality you got after that? And what kind of anxiety you will get after that? Understand? In the movie, you saw him talking on a very nice smartphone or nice laptop, all these things. in the movie, like that, whatever is shown in the movie, how it is reflected in your life. It's not that you saw the movie and ended there. Does it happen like that? No. It creates some kind of impact in your mind, and that causes so much of anxiety and misery in your life later. So that is what I'm saying. Material enjoyment is not going to offer you joy. It is going to offer you more misery, more misery. It was a 3 hours movie, but it is going to trouble your life forever. You understand? So we have to be careful. So material enjoyment is not going to offer you true joy. Only spiritual service to Krishna will offer you true peace and happiness. One may think, if I offer everything in the service of Krishna, nothing for my enjoyment, then what? Yes, it will be much better. Your mentality will be very peaceful, very much controlled. You know? And because you are trying to please Krishna, you will get a special divine joy in their service, which cannot be achieved by material enjoyment. So you have to learn to experience this joy. If you spend 500 rupees and eat in a very fancy restaurant, it's a joy. One kind of joy that you spend so much money, you are sitting there in the air condition, all that, and you eat. But you lost 500 rupees, isn't it? Whatever experience you got, that was only for that much time. Another way is you offer 500 rupees as a donation in Krishna service, and temple will offer you some prasad out of gratitude to you, and you honor that. Experience yourself both situation, and then come to me, which is better. In both the cases, you lost 500 rupees, but in one case, experience is different. In another case, experience is different. Which experience is better? You yourself decide, and you will find that experience by offering 500 rupees in the service of Krishna and receiving some Krishna's prasad and honoring it in the temple is much peaceful and satisfying and joyful. So, like that, we have to simply offer our life or our possessions only for Krishna's pleasure, nothing for my material enjoyment, nothing, only Krishna's enjoyment, Krishna's service, Krishna's happiness. That's all. If we live our life with this principle, then we will be free from sinful karma and we will be truly peaceful and happy in our life. So yes, Arjuna is saying right that if we kill others and acquire the kingdom, it will be tainted with blood. All these people, like so many people, they attack. Like that was the history, and today also people attack. One nation is attacking another nation, killing so many people just for my superiority, my enjoyment. How much karma they are going to get, that will be seen after their death. Especially the administrative people who decide who are giving the orders like this of war. How much karma they are going to get? It will be very clearly seen. So better be careful. Okay. So live our life in a very pure manner in devotion to Krishna. It's guaranteed that you will be much peaceful, happy. Okay. But if you contaminate your life with material enjoyment, it's you who are going to suffer. So it's our choice that what kind of judgments we make. free ourselves from material enjoyment and offer ourselves more and more in spiritual service to Krishna, devotion for Krishna. All right, so I will stop at this point. If you have any clarification, you may ask. Yes.
Duryodhan and they have fought as per the order of Krishna. For